Welcome to the Juliet Pleasure Wand Guide for Couples. This instructional video is designed to give you some more information and inspiration around how to use the Juliet Crystal Pleasure Wands together with your lover or partner. So the first thing I want to mention is that before you use a crystal pleasure wand, I want you to clean the wand with warm soapy water, cleanse it in the sunshine and moonlight, and even wash it in the ocean if you can. This clears the energy from the crystal and brings it back to its natural state and brings it in alignment with the energies in the room that you're making love in or the space that you're in. So remember to do that. The next thing is to, as a couple, set an intention for the use of the crystal. Now, this isn't necessary, but I recommend that you do it because it's a really nice way to connect as a couple and to bring an intention into the lovemaking. So an example of an intention would be, our intention is to connect deeper at our heart space, or my intention or our intention is for you to have an experience of a G-spot orgasm. Whatever it is, set the intention together for the session with the crystal. The next step is to create a sacred space, and by sacred space that can mean setting up a beautiful bedroom or lighting a candle or simply just lighting a stick of incense or doing something that creates a sacred space that feels safe to make love in, that feels like you're going to be uninterrupted, that feels clean. That's what a sacred space is for me. However, for you, it may be something different, but it's really nice to set up a nice space for lovemaking, and I recommend that you do that. I also recommend that you incorporate some coconut oil into the session with your wand and with your partner. And the reason why I recommend coconut oil is that it's completely 100% natural, just like the wands, and it's safe to use with the crystal pleasure wands, and it's safe to use internally and externally in the body. You can also use other oils. If coconut oil doesn't suit you, then you can use almond oil or hemp oil, whatever it is that you want. Any oil is safe to use with the Juliet Crystal Pleasure Wand. So you may like to begin with a massage. So remember, when you're making love, often there is somebody who is giving and then there's someone who is receiving. And this can change throughout a lovemaking session. But you may like to decide at the start, for example, if I was with my partner, we may decide that in this lovemaking session or this session using the Crystal Pleasure Wand, I would like to give to you, and how are you open to receiving, or vice versa. So sometimes it's nice to talk about that before a session, or a ritual like this, because the receiver can fully surrender and open and receive, and the giver can be more in that energy of the penetrative energy that holds space and witnesses without judgment, all those things. So keep that in mind, whether you're receiving or giving, or whether you'd like to do a bit of both in the one session. And the biggest thing that I want to mention in this guide is that I want you to take the goal of orgasm out of this when you're using a wand. Now, of course, naturally, most people do experience some sort of orgasm or feel orgasmic energy running in their body when they're using a crystal pleasure wand. But if you just have orgasm as the goal, it can take away from the subtler energies and the subtler experiences of orgasm in the body. And it kind of just makes it like you're racing for the finish line rather than just enjoying every moment with the wand. So now I want to get into the practical side. What do you do with a wand when you're with your partner? Well, the most obvious thing that you can do is that you can use the wand and insert it inside your partner's vagina or anus, and allow them to experience pleasure using the wand. So just remember that you are inserting something inside your partner, so you need to ask permission, or you need to energetically feel like they are ready, and they can tell you if they're ready. So don't just shove it in. You don't want to do that, whether it's with a penis or whatever you're using. Don't just shove it in. Really check in as the receiver, check in with your body. Am I ready to receive? And as the giver who's inserting it, really check in with your lover and with yourself and feel into, is this person ready? And you can verbally ask them, are you ready? And then once the wand is inside, just take your time. And I can't express this enough. Take your time, go slow. There doesn't need to be a rush. There doesn't need to be a race to get somewhere or finish or have that big explosive orgasm. Enjoy noticing the sensations in your lover's body and noticing the sensations in your own body when the wand is involved in lovemaking. Secondly, another way that you can use the crystal pleasure wands is to just use it to massage the body. So rubbing it on the breast, rubbing it on the tummy, perhaps even the neck or the mouth, and using it as a sensual tool to wake up the body energetically and physically, and then taking it down to the pussy or the anus and gently rubbing it around that area of the body, and remembering that the body and the wands are fragile and that there's so much energy in both. So working with that energy. You can rub it over the pussy, over the labia, the lips of the pussy, over the clitoris, and that may be where you'd like to end it. You don't necessarily have to insert the wand to feel the benefits that they can bring to your body, to your sexuality, to your health, and to your relationship. And remember that every couple is unique and different, and what worked for your last partner may not work for this partner. So keep that in mind, be present with each other, and know that your experience with the pleasure wand may be very different to somebody else's experience, and that each time you make love and involve a pleasure wand, it will be completely different to the last time. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that this guide supports you in bringing the wands into your lovemaking sessions. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out via email, and either myself or one of my team members will be able to help you and answer those questions. And for more, please visit my website.